Hi everyone, Scorp here, continuing this Duelist Gemini challenge playthrough. Continuing to only use monsters. Oh, I forgot to put the baby dragon in my deck. Oh well. We can do it after this. So what I'm figuring is we'll do these next two duels. This one probably is going to be kind of difficult, if I were to guess. And then we'll go do a little bit of farming. Hopefully she doesn't summon top right. Didn't think Shoddy would, but you know, you never know in this game what the AI is thinking. Would really like this Violent Rain to survive. Yeah. Okay, survive. Sweet. So we just do this, this. I know that first card is probably a trap, honestly. I'm expecting it's a trap, so... It's a monster. Did she play them? Ew. And... well, that sure is a way to make it twin-headed. I'd rather not do that, though, so... But we're making more water, which is great. And I'm about to do 1200, so... more good news. Now, how do I want to deal with a shadow spell? I think this uses the least resources I care about. Well, I guess I'm kind of good. She might actually attack that, which would be good too. She didn't. Okay, that's fine. Not a trap. Cool. We just go for it? So, as long as that card on the right isn't a trap, we win? Okay. We'll take that. I have to say I'm a little amazed at how strong just doing pure minions is. Unfortunately, we didn't get any of the good rock monsters. So, definitely not putting any of those in my deck. Oh hey, we have another reincarnation to do, which is really good for us. Okay, I'll go ahead and save my game. We're gonna put Baby Dragon in the deck. I think we have too many Thunders anyways, so we'll just get rid of one of them. And then... what do we want? We're gonna go get Mystical Elves later. Really, I'd just like more Muka Mukas, I think. The other options, like the 50 deck cost ones. We're also going to have problems with deck cost against Bakura, but I'm going to see how many passwords I can put in to try to fix that. But I'm going to try to do that between episodes, so you guys don't have to watch that pain. So I'll be right back for this reincarnation and then see what we get. Okay, we got ourselves a Muka Muka. I also got a Blast Juggler, which I'm not totally inclined to use, but it is pretty decent, I must say. Like, it would destroy a problem for us, so it might get used. Yeah, so one of the big problems that this deck's gonna have is all of the really cheap cards in this game are spell and traps, because they're really bad spell and traps. And unfortunately, that means Bakura is gonna be a problem, because really cheap and monsters don't exactly mix. So this is just a make twin-headed win game angle, right? Not terribly hard to figure out what our game plan is here. You know, I never really go left. Just gonna pass. I will flip the Violent Rain next turn, next to his creature. In that last sequence of deck building, we did get to add an extra dragon to our deck, which is pretty good for us. Well, defending with a card is good. It's probably a monster. Okay, it's a monster. If you're going to discard cards, make sure that you either discard the low-cost cards or the high-cost cards, but if you're wanting to keep, like, one of the low-cost cards, just discard two of the high-cost cards, just to be more efficient later. I guess I will just go ahead and make sure that I block off this corner just for my own sanity. Keep myself from having a lot of pain later. This also did a whole lot of damage. Damage is probably not our win condition here. Surrounding him is, but there's always a chance, right? I'd really like to draw a dragon, or, you know, something. Let's be honest, we all saw that coming. Game. This is really not a good hand. Well, I guess that twin-headed's just staying spellbound forever, huh? Well, in that case, get rid of it. We've really, not drawn well. But the Blue Eyes Ultimate Muka Muka is pretty good. Excellent. Absolutely amazing. That gives us a free space here. I'm just gonna occupy the space this turn. I will take more of his space next turn. Now, if this is a trap, which it's in attack mode, it's probably not a trap. The correct attack is twin-headed first, but since I don't think that's a trap, the correct attack is Muka Muka first. Because that really limits his movement capability. Oh, hey. Nice, no traps, we win. Now, this guy does have Dream Clowns and among a bunch of other really good cards for us. Oh, Ancient Jar would be kind of okay. Let's grab Dream Clown if we can. We're good at 3 in a row. Ew. Performance's sword is not good. Okay, so we're going to transition into farming mode now. We've gotten through enough of the game that I feel like we could go pretty much farm whatever we want, right? Or most of the cards we want. But it's going to be a pain to get down to 552 on deck cost. It's probably going to be a pain to get down there, even going and doing farming. But I would like to, so I want to change to Deckmaster T and fight on a full water field. And hopefully we can take some mystical elves, is the goal. We might lose more than we win here. And I'm definitely going to use save states because this is going to be brutal. Because this guy's deck is much stronger than ours. I'm going to be extremely aggressive on him. That first card's probably Mystical Sand, so I'm going to attack the second card first. Ooh, an Unhappy Maiden. It's one of the cards I want, mainly because it's cheap. And it's also a Mystical Sand fusion card. Awkward hand. Fusions are good for me. What did he fuse into, though? Oh, he fused off the Mystical Sand, so that's a Dark Elf, or a Dark Witch. Which is really good for us, because he put the Mystical Elf in the graveyard for us. Okay, we're gonna do the 2 expensive cards for this fusion. Okay, what did he fuse into this time? Oh, he made a mystical elf. But I'm just going to end the duel. So there's already everything I want in the graveyard slots. Or everything I want is in the graveyard already. So the slots should be packed with cards I want. Up long enough for Thunder Nyan to get promoted. Okay, so we want Happy Lover, we want Mystical Elf, and we want Wing Egg Elf, probably. Okay, and hey, we got all 3. Took 1 retry. Not terrible. Those are 3 excellent cards for us, so we'll definitely do this again. I'm definitely going to also go ahead and get a leader leveled. Probably Thunder Dragon is what we'll go for. With our deck, I probably don't even have to use Cheat Engine for it either. That was a Dark Witch. That I can't kill? It's 2300 Dark Witch. And unfortunately, I had to dump all of my 4-cost cards, so I'm out of summoning power. Ew. Well, that second card can't be a mystical elf because she didn't have 4 summoning power last turn. I don't believe you. Oh. Okay. Better that win on that than pretty much anything else. Oh. Leader power. Oops. I didn't realize I have my leader leveled that much already. I was not paying attention. Oh well. I just love how Jowls gives me 1 monster against me in terms of having card played, which is really obnoxious. That is a very bad hand. Probably doesn't attack me with that Violent Rain. Actually, she might. I say she because they have an Ill Witch deck later. I'd assume the deck masters are androgynous. That looks like a fun hand next turn. No, there isn't gonna be a next turn. Hopefully there's a couple more good cards in here. Oh, that was one of them. Sometimes you just have to do it a second time. I don't mind save stating because we're farming. We could just be here for an extra 30 minutes. It would be fine. We've already showed that we can definitely win these fights. These fairy dragons are really awful. I'd really like rid of them. What is she charging at me with? I hate to say it, but I don't believe her. So, yeah, I think this is, getting over whatever that is. Oh, yeah. Happy Lovers are good because they technically fuse into Mystical Elves for some reason. Okay, not a Mystical Elf. All good. This card could be very high summoning power, but doesn't really have anything too high in her deck. I mean, I think the highest is maybe Stern Mystic? Well, that should be our third Wing Egg Elf. That's good. I just want the last Wing Egg Elf. There we go. Okay. Make sure we save. I don't want to repeat. Okay, we have 3 Mystical Elves, we have 3 Wing Egg Elves. We only have 1 Unhappy Maiden. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kick out one of these fires, which I don't really want in my deck, as much as I can. Not really gonna run Happy Lovers, I don't think. So I'll just put the Mystical Elf in for now. Now, again, you can do this at the start of the game. I'm going to use Cheat Engine to make this go faster. You definitely don't have to, especially since I can summon out 5 Thunder Dragons quite easily. That's one of the extreme benefits of this deck here, is that with a couple of with just a few cards, you can really do spectacularly. This is a horrendous hand, though. I have really not drawn a single okay. Okay, let me just make sure that Thunder Dragon is... Yeah, it's still NCO. Okay, that should be done. But it would be really easy for you to level up Thunder Dragon just passing turns. This just happens to be a little bit faster for me. And by a little faster, I mean it saves like, I don't know, 20 minutes. That's all I can really ask for. So, put that as deck leader. Throw that in the deck for now. Now we'll just go duplicate this card. By the way, low-level spellcasters get terrain changed to dark. We're going to use this as our deck leader, so we're going to also have to duplicate it because I kind of do want at least one of them in my deck. Because it is pretty good. But, yeah. Easy to level deck leaders that way. So what we do is we go to this map, just pass, or not even pass. You just hit start. Or you start the duel and you win. It's great. I just do it again. There we go. And one more. Hey, look, a wall shadow I'm never gonna use. Where is this? I want two of these. 2 extras. So we'll just get 2 extras. I don't really want a third in the deck. Probably not going to use one anyways against Bakura, but... By the way, I believe Thunders decrease the strength of enemy fish. If you wanted to make somebody with fish have a bad day, it's a great way to do it. So we're going to take out some of these less than optimal cards. And Wefa and Gachi and Amoeba. Replace them with weaker cards. Snake can go. The Immortal of Thunder can definitely go. Oh. And a Thunder Dragon, and then... Okay. So, for next episode, I'm going to have to find a whole bunch of cards that are cheaper than these, because these cards are actually kind of cheap already. Like, I mean... so, first off, let's just save. Secondly, we can go to... I'll just go to Bakura and just show how low we have to get. We might not actually be able to do this without doing a whole bunch of reincarnations to get Dancing Elves. Because, like, this is 552, which is, what, like... That's an average of 13.8 deck cost per card. So that means that our cards, like... We need a whole bunch of cards that are under 13 deck cost. Which, if I were to pull up a spreadsheet of cards with... of all the cards... and then... filter it by... cost, and then... filter out all of the trap... and magic... and we remove all of the rituals and power-ups. Sorry, I'm doing this on another screen. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18... I mean, there's a decent number of monsters here. Below 13. So there's 18 right now. That are below 13. So, I mean, it's doable. We're gonna definitely have to go get Change Slime. That's gonna have to happen. But I'm gonna have to put in a majority of these passwords And a bunch of these cards are actually not passwordable. They're mostly just reincarnation cards. So we'll see what we can get and see how bad this deck turns out. So Bakura might be a huge problem. So see you all in the next one. Thank you all for watching. Have a nice day.